Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. This will be a little different speed of video. We've kind of had a break in hunting season. So I went on that pheasant hunt, and that was the last time I went hunting. There's no really seasons open this weekend except deer season, and it's really hard to film a deer hunt, at least a rifle hunt, because I don't have like a camera with a lot of zoom or anything like that, and I don't really show my face in videos. I'm just not comfortable. So we're gonna go over in this video my hunting rig, my hunting rig. We're just gonna kind of go over the truck and all of my duck hunting stuff that I keep inside my truck at all times, and just some of the equipment that I use, maybe a little bit of the stuff I film with. Just kind of a different speed of video. Now, some of you who either know me in person or have watched the channel before and seen kind of a little bit of my truck, you already probably know what kind of truck this is. But it is a 2002 GMC Sierra 1500. It's got the Z71 off-road package, extended cab. It's a four-door extended cab. It's not a true, four-door. You have to open it. You have to, pop the back seats or pop the little half doors. So it's like a three-door because it's two doors and two half doors. And I'm going to go over a little bit of the specs on this truck too. For any of you who care and want to look over this, you think maybe it's interesting. I know I think it's interesting. Those are the RPO codes. You can see Z71 there. You can also see GT4 and G80. And GT4 and G80 have to do with the rear end. So this has a 373 rear end, which is what the GT4 code is, RPO code. And then G80 means the automatic locking rear differential. So it's got posi traction essentially. Whenever it senses one wheel spinning, it locks in the other wheel. So that way when you're turning, the wheels aren't locking up and, skirting your tires. But whenever you need extra traction, it automatically locks. And a lot of people talk bad about those G80s, but we've had several trucks with them and never had any problems. So, yeah, that's kind of we got the original owner's manual. This truck, I'm actually going to go get my keys and look because I'm curious. So this truck has 137,000 miles on the clock, so it's got a lot. It is four-wheel drive. Obviously, you can't have a hunting truck without that. It has the 4-speed automatic 4L60E Hydra-Matic transmission, and it's got a 2-speed transfer case. I don't remember what kind of transfer case it is. Maybe somebody in the comments can fill us in. But it's been a good truck so far. I've put a Bluetooth radio in, and then I put these knobs in. This one already broke off because they were cheap. I have my dash camera, and you got to have the little trees because they smell absolutely amazing. And phone cable. And here I've got binoculars, duck calls, just some trees. There's all my registration stuff. Yeah, and then obviously you have the back seat. This is basically where the dog sits. I've got a towel that's dirty for her to wipe her feet on, and then I've got tools because I'm an electrician on the side. Got some of my electrician tools, ratchet straps. Just on that side we got some shotgun shells and brake clean. It's just kind of, just have some extra stuff in here. Nothing inside of these compartments besides trash, but yeah. Forgot to mention, this truck has the 5.3 liter Vortec V8. It makes, I think, almost 300 horsepower and then like 330 pound-feet of torque out of the factory. So it's pretty good. I've already done a couple things to this truck. These wheels did not come with the truck. I got these American Racing Bajas off of Marketplace for $450, and then I bought a set of, I got original size tires for my original wheels, which were also 16s, the stock wheels. I bought these tires for them back in April when turkey season started, because my old ones were bald. And they're a Pathfinder all-terrain. They're a 265/75/16, which is the factory wheel size on a Z71 truck. And then these wheels, obviously they're not in the best condition. I've tried to polish them up a little bit, but they've been good wheels. I like the way they look with this truck. It's kind of period correct. Obviously, we have aftermarket tail lights. You can't really tell. You can kind of see it. I have an aftermarket clear third brake light. I have paint matched and chromed the door handles I got these rocker covers off of eBay and spray painted them. They're already chipping, but we're going to actually have a project later in the spring, and I'll upload it to this channel where we're going to re-get actual better rockers. Well, rocker covers, because actual rockers welded in are expensive. Got aftermarket clear headlights. These are switchbacks right here. Well, those are normal, and then that's an old switchback that fell in there and I couldn't get it out. But those are switchbacks, so they're white, and when you flip the turn signal, they turn orange. That was painted black by yours truly. These chrome caps were originally paint matched. Well, I paint matched them, and then I took the paint off, and they're scratched up because I sanded them for the primer. But yeah, other than that, it's been a good truck. One more thing that I think is super duper important to have on a truck is one of these bad boys, camper shell. Personally, I think camper shells are ugly, and you may be asking yourself, well, then why do you have one on your truck? Because it comes in handy. And I actually lost the hardware for this. This came with the truck when I got it last year. I actually lost the hardware, so it's just kind of held on there with C-clamps, but they haven't come off, and they're on there really tight still, which I'm kind of surprised. But yeah, now we're going to delve into my actual hunting gear. Enough about the truck. So diving in here, first up, we got my waders. These are just Rogers brand waders. They are Realtree Max 7 camo, and they are breathable. I actually have an insulation that zips on the inside of them. I have it taken out for teal season and early goose season, and summer fly fishing. Anyways, we're just gonna kind of go with the small stuff, and then my decoys, we'll get into that in a minute. But this is my NWTF blind bag. This is where I keep my shells. I have a couple of Dove spinning wings if I want extra spinning wings, gloves, face paint, face mask, all my shotgun shells, headlamps, basically like the essentials that you need, to duck hunt. I keep them all in this bag, and I keep the bag right here, so that way I can just be one of the first things I grab. I also keep just normal hunting stuff in here, so even if I'm not duck hunting, because I keep this stuff in my truck all the time, so even if I'm not duck hunting, I can, just like pull out my gun in this bag, and I can have like some 6-shot in here in this shotgun, and I can just go squirrel hunt for a little bit or something. So yeah, I love this blind bag. Comes in handy a lot. These pockets really don't have anything. There's like a Leatherman tool in here, and there's some Band-Aids. And I got some sunglasses in there. But yeah, next up we'll go over shotgun, which I'm actually gonna go inside to do this because I'm kind of in the middle of a neighborhood. Well, actually, my neighbors are inside. It probably doesn't make a difference. I'm not doing anything unsafe anyways. But yeah, I got this Game Star case with a picture of pheasant on it. It's pretty cool. This shotgun, you may be looking at it and think it's in really rough condition. It's not. I just need to clean it because I took it to the marsh and my dog stepped on it. So she got it covered in mud. But this here is a Winchester Super X2 Magnum 3-inch. It's the field model, but it's got the 26-inch barrel, so it's a little weird. I just use a modified choke, the Browning Invector Plus modified choke that came with the gun. But this shotgun is absolutely incredible. I absolutely love this shotgun. I shoot it for squirrels. I shoot it for pheasants and quail. I shoot it for ducks and geese. I shoot it for trap, skeet, and sporting clay shooting. I shoot this gun for literally everything. But yeah, I'm actually going to put this away and go clean it. So I'm actually going to put this aside. Next up, diving in here, we've got my dog blind. This is a Rig'em Right dog blind. It's a collapsible thing, so it really, really comes in handy. I've got some cheap like brush on here, brush junk, but this thing comes in handy a lot. And it's got a lot of these loops, so you can stick brush in there. I usually do. So yeah, it comes in handy. I'm actually not gonna pull all of this out. I'm gonna pull some of it out, but yeah. We'll get into the rest of this in a minute. But yeah, dog blind. The back there, those are all my blue wing teal decoys. There's about 10 of them. I have those in the very back because obviously I don't need those anymore because it is not teal season anymore. Teal season ended on September 22nd, so yeah. Anyways, let's keep going, I guess. get into my actual decoys now. Oh, in this bag I have half a dozen Flambeau. They're just old goose floaters. They've, you know, they're old. They're really old. But they still work. I've still shot geese over them last season even, and they're in pretty rough shape, but who cares if they work? In this bag, we have, actually, I don't know what's in that bag. I'm gonna look. Let's look. So in this bag back here, we have, oh yeah, I know what's in this bag. We have jerk rigs and other ducks. So this is like kind of like miscellaneous. I'm actually going to open this bag and set my camera down. All right, so I'm not going to open this bag all the way, but in here we've got some whoopsie, Flambeau green wing teal decoys. We've got some Game Winner brand wood duck decoys, and then at the front here, the bag see-through, so you guys can probably see them. We've got those mallards there. Those are my jerk rig decoys. So I've got 3 drakes and 1 hen that I hook up to a jerk rig. So that way, if it's, you know, hunting pressured birds on a day with no wind, a jerk rig really does come in handy a lot. So in here, we've got a couple different things. We've got pretty much all of my mallard decoys I use. The flocking is really freaking beat up on these. I got to redo them. But we've got 1 dozen Avian X mallard floaters with flocked heads, and I repainted the bill. We repainted the ducks, the bills, and then we flocked the heads 2 years ago, and they're already kind of chipping a little bit. It is what it is. And then the rest of my ducks are just really, really old Flambeaus, like this one right here. That's probably a 20-year-old decoy. I just flocked the head and painted the bill. Still shoot ducks over them. So, and there is 7 of these old Flambeaus, and then 1 with like a wobbler. There's actually like a hole, here it is, a hole cut in the duck, and there's a wobbler in there. So we got 7 of these, and these 2 are a little bit different. They look a little funnier. But anyways, yeah, and then we got 1 dozen Avian X with weighted keels, and the rest of these are water keels. And water keels, I like them, they're a little bit lighter. And then, oh yeah, and then in here too, you can't really see it very well. We got the Lucky Duck spinner, and the wings for it are down there. The also under here, you can't really see. I don't want to pull all those decoys. That brown bag right there, that's the jerk rig. And then also under here on that bag is our actual spinning Mojo brand Mojo spinning wing. And another wobbler. It's got like a butt up, and it's got a wobbler in the bottom, so it, you know, kind of shimmies back and forth and adds a little motion to the water on a calm day. And then we've got dog vest for Rosie Dog, which you guys have not met yet, I don't think. So yeah, that's kind of pretty much all my decoys. They work just fine for me. They're far from perfect, but it's okay. Oh yeah, and then layout blind. This blind, I don't remember what brand it is, but it's pretty old and it still works. We actually had to use a mini, which is a 1/2-inch conduit hanger. That's all I called a mini in trades terms. We had to get that and fix that layout blind last season, but it still works. So, yep. Put all this stuff away, and we'll move on to calls and just some other stuff. Now moving on. So we're actually gonna go inside the truck for this one. Go over duck calls and binoculars. So binoculars, I'm gonna try to do this quick. I use these, this harness I got for free. I don't know what brand it is, but it's a really cool harness. It's like magnetic. These are Cabela's brand binoculars. And to be honest, they actually work just fine, and they're waterproof, which is nice. So they're really good for duck hunting. Duck calls, goose calls, kind of go over this, my lanyard. Top here, I got the remote for the Lucky Duck, which, you know, just handy. And then towards the bottom, I've got a Buck Gardner teal whistle. I had a Primos brand. It's like a 7-in-1 thing. You do like pintail, widgeon, all your whistling ducks, but it's just a teal whistle, and it's got you can do like a Drake mallard to Do like a Drake Mallard. My mallard call, my main mallard call, it's actually a little bit high pitched, but it's a Buck Gardner Mallard Magic. I'm actually not a fan of Buck Gardner calls, but they're cheap and they work, so. Sure somebody's in the comments, you suck at duck calling. I know, but I called in ducks, so I don't care. This is a Sitting Woody Quaker Boy call. This thing actually doesn't sound that good, but just a, wood duck call. Just a cheap little crummy wood duck call I got for like 10 bucks. Then my goose call. It's like the final thing we're going to go over in this video. Finally, we're going to go over the goose call, and then I'm going to go inside because it's hot in October. It's like super hot out, so go over this. I'll just kind of set my phone down because you need 2 hands for this call, so that's kind of, oops, dropped my keys. So that's just kind of an overview of my hunting stuff, my hunting rig, all that kind of stuff. So thanks for watching, and next video will probably be either another squirrel hunt or another pheasant hunt, because duck season doesn't open until November, so we still got a little under a month until duck season starts, about 2 or 3 weeks, so I'm excited. But yep, that's just kind of a video on my hunting stuff before the season starts. So yep, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.